Do you know about mythical creatures? Some of them were actually real. Today, we're diving into the world of myths to find out which creatures were real and which ones are just stories. Stick around to explore these fascinating legends with us. Cyclopes are mythical beings from ancient Greek mythology, known for their single eye located in the center of their foreheads. The name Cyclops comes from the Greek words kyklos, meaning circle, and ops, meaning eye, which translates to round eye. There are two main types of Cyclopes in Greek mythology. First, the primordial Cyclopes, mentioned in Hesiod's works, are the offspring of Uranus, the sky, and Gaia, the earth. These Cyclopes are named Brontes, Steropes, and Arges. They are renowned for their strength and craftsmanship, creating powerful tools and weapons for the gods. They forged Zeus's thunderbolts, Poseidon's trident, and Hades' helmet of darkness. Second, the Cyclopes depicted in Homer's Odyssey are different. They are portrayed as one-eyed giants living in isolation on a remote island. The most famous among them is Polyphemus. In the Odyssey, Polyphemus traps Odysseus and his men in his cave. To escape, Odysseus devises a clever plan, telling Polyphemus his name is Nobody. When he blinds Polyphemus, the giant's cries for help are ignored by other Cyclopes, allowing Odysseus and his men to escape. Cyclopes are often depicted as brutish and menacing, representing the dangers of the unknown and the consequences of overreaching in mythological literature. The Yeti is a legendary creature from the folklore of the Himalayan region, particularly in Nepal and Tibet. Often referred to as the abominable snowman, the Yeti is described as a large, ape-like being that is said to inhabit the snowy, mountainous regions of the Himalayas. The Yeti is typically depicted as a tall, furry creature covered in white or grayish fur, which helps it blend into the snowy landscape. Witnesses often describe the Yeti as having a humanoid shape with a broad body and large feet. Its size and appearance are similar to other large, mysterious creatures in folklore, such as Bigfoot in North American legends. The legend of the Yeti has various origins and interpretations. In local folklore, the Yeti is sometimes considered a type of guardian spirit or a mysterious, elusive entity. Stories about the Yeti have been passed down through generations, often as warnings or tales of the unknown dangers of the high mountains. One of the most famous accounts of the Yeti comes from the mid-20th century, when several expeditions claimed to have found evidence of the creature, including footprints and hair samples. However, these claims have been met with skepticism, and many of the supposed evidence has been debunked as hoaxes or misidentifications of other animals, such as bears. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the Yeti remains a popular figure in modern culture and continues to be a subject of fascination and mystery. The Chimera is a fearsome and legendary creature from Greek mythology, known for its unique and terrifying appearance. It is typically depicted as a monstrous hybrid with the body of a lion, a goat's head protruding from its back, and a serpent or dragon's tail. In some versions of the myth, the Chimera has a third head, sometimes described as a lion's head, adding to its menacing presence. According to Greek mythology, the Chimera was a creature of great havoc and destruction. It was said to breathe fire, which made it even more dangerous to those who encountered it. The Chimera is often associated with the region of Lycia in Asia Minor, where it was said to terrorize the local inhabitants and wreak havoc across the land. One of the most famous stories involving the Chimera is its defeat by Bellerophon, a hero of Greek mythology. Bellerophon, riding the winged horse Pegasus, set out to slay the Chimera as part of his heroic deeds. With the aid of Pegasus, Bellerophon was able to attack the Chimera from the air, safely avoiding its fiery breath. He ultimately managed to defeat the creature by stabbing it with his spear and using the advantage of Pegasus's flight to stay out of reach of the Chimera's attacks. Trolls are mythical beings from Norse and Scandinavian folklore, deeply rooted in ancient traditions. They are commonly depicted as large, grotesque creatures with a frightening appearance. Often described as having a giant or ogre-like form, trolls might feature exaggerated features such as long, wild hair, large noses, and rough, stone-like skin. Their physical traits vary, with some trolls appearing more like massive giants, while others blend into their natural environments, like forests and mountains. These beings are traditionally known for their hostility towards humans. They are often portrayed as malevolent and aggressive, causing harm or mischief. Trolls might kidnap travelers, steal livestock, or engage in other disruptive behaviors. Their intelligence can range from clever and cunning to primitive and brutish, depending on the story. They are frequently associated with nature, living in remote and rugged areas such as caves, mountains, or dense forests. One of the most distinctive features of trolls is their vulnerability to sunlight. According to folklore, trolls turn to stone or become petrified when exposed to daylight. This characteristic is prominently featured in tales where trolls are transformed into solid rock by the sun's rays, symbolizing their connection to the dark and hidden aspects of the natural world. Frost giants, also known as Jotnar or Jotuns, are mythical beings from Norse mythology. They are depicted as colossal, icy creatures that inhabit the primordial world of Jotunheim, which is one of the 9 worlds in the Norse cosmos. These giants are characterized by their immense size and their association with cold and frost. They are often portrayed as adversaries to the gods, particularly the Aesir, the primary pantheon of Norse mythology, which includes gods like Odin, Thor, and Loki. The frost giants represent chaos and the untamed forces of nature. One of the most well-known frost giants is Ymir, the primordial giant from whom the world was created. According to Norse creation myths, Ymir was the first being to emerge from the void of Ginnungagap. His body was eventually used by the gods to form the world. His flesh became the earth, his blood the seas, and his bones the mountains. Another famous frost giant is Loki, who, although not a giant himself, is often associated with them due to his Jotun heritage. Loki's complex relationship with the gods, marked by both collaboration and conflict, adds to the intrigue surrounding the frost giants. The frost giants are also significant in the mythology surrounding Ragnarok, the prophesied end of the world. During this cataclysmic event, the frost giants are foretold to lead the forces of chaos against the gods, bringing about a final battle that will result in the destruction and rebirth of the world. The Hydra is a mythical creature from Greek mythology, known for its multiple heads and its regenerative abilities. According to legend, the Hydra is a serpent-like monster that dwells in the swamps of Lerna. The Hydra is most famous for its many heads, usually depicted as having 9, although the exact number can vary in different stories. One of its most terrifying features is its regenerative capability. Whenever one head is cut off, 2 more grow back in its place. This makes the Hydra an extremely difficult foe to defeat. The Hydra's most notable appearance is in the myth of Hercules, and his 12 labors. In this story, the Hydra is one of the tasks assigned to Heracles. To defeat the Hydra, Heracles had to find a way to stop its heads from regenerating. His nephew, Iolaus, helps by burning the neck stumps with a torch after Heracles decapitates each head, preventing them from regrowing. The Hydra also has a deadly breath and venomous blood, making it even more dangerous. Its defeat is significant in Greek mythology, symbolizing the overcoming of seemingly insurmountable challenges and the triumph of human courage and ingenuity over monstrous adversities.
In our world, many fascinating events occur that you might be unaware of. Join us as we debate stories and adventures.